Hi, this is Jonathan Weiner at Maryland China Company, and today I'm going to tell you about our CopyCal transfer paper. So CopyCal transfer paper is our item 6880, and it's a transfer paper that we use when we want to print decals on our laser printer. Now these are going to be decals that just get baked in the oven, not in a kiln. So the intention of the paper is to be able to print full color in very short runs. So you can use it for full color art, and you can use it for personalization, photos, names, doing short runs of your artwork where you're not going to want to print screen printed traditional decals. And it's also great for things that are full color, meaning, very bright, vibrant colors that would be too difficult to get if we were firing in a kiln. Because, doing your reds, pinks, purples, those are colors that are trickier to do with kiln fired decals, especially if you're not doing really large runs where we're printing over, say, 100 sheets or 250 sheets of decals. So I thought a good way to get you to realize the features of CopyCal would be to show you a project that we've been working on. And we've been making these dishes for our customer called Jewelers Row. They have a line of jewelry and accessories, such as these porcelain items like little dresser trays and porcelain covered boxes. You can find them at jewelersrow.com, and that's a play on the name Julie, so it's JULERSROW.com. And they came to us with some really beautiful full color art, and they wanted to, start a line to be accessories for their jewelry line. And, they didn't want to start out by making 1,000 of these trays. So we said, okay, a great solution would be to use CopyCal. The other thing with CopyCal is it does bake on permanently, but it's not good for food items. If you were to leave this in a dishwasher repeatedly or soaking in a sink for several days or at least several hours, the bond, even after this is baked in the oven, the bond between the transfer and the porcelain would eventually degrade, and the transfer could begin to peel. So it's great for items that are decorative. We have a lot of customers doing these on little trays, on night lights, on ornaments. We use them for urns, things like that, where we're just putting like a small circular picture in. And so the process for how we do this is, you start with the blank sheet. This is our item 6880 on the MarylandChina.com website. And then you print in a laser printer. So it can't be a inkjet printer, it has to be laser. And we're going to use this as an example of the finished printout. You'll notice one thing we do, and this is a good tip for anybody out there doing CopyCal decorating, is we'll put cut lines around the bottom stamps and the front of what's going on the tray. And we set up those cut lines so, for this rectangle one, it would be just outside where the CopyCal would lay down in the bottom well of this tray. And the reason you're doing that is because the CopyCal paper is a water slide paper with a thin plastic film. And after you cut and apply it, the edge of that plastic film, it's barely visible. You'd barely be able to feel it when you run your finger over it. But because we're just baking it in an oven at about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that plastic film isn't going to fire off, versus when you have cover coat that's on a decal that's fired in a kiln, that kiln's going to fire at like 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the cover coat's going to burn away. So you don't get the cover coat or the carrier film burning away with CopyCal. The edge is still barely visible, you could barely feel it, but it is there. So we hide it the best we can by cutting inside those cut lines and laying down the transfer so that it's placed perfectly inside. And that also helps with your alignment and consistency piece by piece. But you can see, it gives you great results, full color. These aren't like spot color printed decal sheets where you'd be limited to, say, 3 colors that were all the same, flatness. There's no gradation of the colors. Here, we're able to do these full color designs, and you can also use it for your bottom stamp. Here's that Jewelers Row logo, which I hope you can see. And So that is how we do the printing. Again, you're going to cut these out, use it as a water slide decal, similar to how you apply, those model airplane decals, or, I'll probably do a video on how that's done. But after it is set, you let it dry for at least an hour, just allowing all of the air and the moisture to get out from under that carrier film. And then you're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. So it's that easy. It's great for personalized gifts. It's great for full color decorative gifts, things that you're not going to be eating off of or putting through the dishwasher. And again, it's found on our website, MarylandChina.com, as our item 6880, and it's Copycal. So that will do it for me today. This is Jonathan at Maryland China Company. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.